Hello from the Dukascopy TV studio in Geneva. We're talking about intelligent transport systems and autonomous driving with Mr. Francois Guichard from the United Nations Economic Commissions for Europe. Welcome to the studio, Francois.
Thank you very much. Hello.
So you are an economics affairs officer and you are in the transport division of the UN ECE, and there is no week without a report on autonomous driving, intelligent transport. So actually, what is happening out there right now?
Yes, lots of things are going on. Indeed, every day we hear something new about this type of things out there. The Silicon Valley is very active. We hear Google working on self-driving cars. We hear also other news about Apple, etc. Yes, many things happen, but also the normal, let's say the traditional automotive industry is also working on this. For example, we heard that Daimler is going to have a truck driving autonomously in Nevada. We heard about Audi, we heard about many companies doing things. I forgot many of them, sorry. So things are happening. Countries are helping these companies to test these technologies. So they are passing laws, they are opening the possibility to test vehicles. So things are happening. It's not only the automobile industry working on this. Also the consumer electronic industry is doing many things. We talk about self-driving car, but there are also things happening in terms of connectivity. So companies are trying to offer new services in the car for the maintenance, for infotainment, also for updates of navigation, for example, over-the-air updates. This is happening, but we have also even better. We are trying now to have vehicles to communicate together, vehicle-to-vehicle communication. So these are the things that happen.
So where are we right now? How many years or months are we away from the majority of cars driving autonomously?
So it depends what you mean with autonomous. Some companies are already offering systems which are able in some situation. The vehicles are able to drive, for example, on the highway autonomously in case of a traffic jam. So if you are bored, there is a long traffic jam, you press a button and the car is following the car in front of you. So it's already today. But if we talk about real self-driving cars, there are many things to achieve. So we don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. We believe it will happen in 10 years or more. But let's see, maybe the industry will be quicker. We heard Google saying that in 5 years they will be ready to be on the market with autonomous driving.
So the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe here in Geneva is also working on that, on intelligent transport systems. Can you give us a better understanding what the role of UN ECE is?
Well, UN ECE is actually organizing 3 times a year the World Forum for, let's say, vehicle regulations. Today, in many countries, if you want to put a vehicle on the market, the vehicle has to go through testing, something like crash test, noise, pollution, many things. And these things are regulated by the UN and by this World Forum. We call it WP29. It's not a very beautiful name, but this is quite famous, actually. And regulating the automobile sector.
And so we have a picture on that. So this really shows the different sectors where the regulation is taking place.
Yes, you see, we are regulating emission and pollutant, CO2 emissions. Many things about general safety. You see here a bus, and we are asking the bus manufacturers to check what is happening in case of a rollover. There are things about passive safety, crash tests, about lighting, about braking, about noise. So all these things are really regulated by the UN.
So let's talk about the technical challenges that lay ahead for the intelligent transport systems and maybe also the regulatory challenges. What is to be done in the next years to come?
So the challenge in terms of regulation is first to avoid limiting innovation. You see that we are regulating many things regarding the automotive sector. If we are regulating too much, then we will prevent this type of innovation to come on the market. So we have to let innovation come. The difficulty is that we have to maintain also the road safety. If we put new technologies on the market and they don't bring what they are promising in terms of road safety, environmental protection, then nothing good will happen. There will be probably difficulty, also market failure. People won't accept this type of product, so they shouldn't avoid. So we should avoid it. UN ECE is trying to avoid that innovation is prevented, but also trying to avoid that all the achievements we had in the past are destroyed, disrupted by these new technologies.
And what are the challenges from the consumer point of view when we talk about the self-driving car?
Well, first of all, the consumer will have to accept this new type of technologies, understand them, know how to use them. But we will have also to tackle many challenges in terms of cyber security, data protection. You know, these vehicles need data. They will communicate to each other together. They will get information from the internet. We all know what it means. We all have PCs at home. We all had probably a virus. So these are things that we really need to work on. The consumer will have to understand what are the limitations of this product and how to deal with the product if the product is making a mistake, a bug or whatever. We all know also from Windows like 10, 20 years ago, you know, like the blue screen, problem with memory or whatever. So what do you do if your car is driving and having such a mistake? You know, there will be things to do, and the consumer will have to adapt.
Okay, so but let's sort of try to paint a positive picture of a positive future and the vision. What could actually intelligent transport systems do, and how could they contribute to, in general, a better life, but also then really in particular to less traffic and less pollution, for example?
Well, we are putting more intelligence in the transport system in general. There are many information available out there, so we will be able to make a better traffic management. The technology will be able to adapt to the geography, the conditions, so we will probably have a better energy efficiency. We will also limit the impact on the environment, and these are things we are working on. This year, in Paris, we all know about the COP21 meeting, and UN ECE is also focusing on this aspect. So we are going to focus this year on ITS and the impact on the environment and the greenhouse gases. And we are going to have a very important meeting in Bordeaux, actually in October 2015, for studying this question.
Francois Guichard from the UN ECE's Transport Division, thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
And thanks for watching. Do make sure to keep clicking back on the Dukascopy TV website for latest updates and exclusive interviews. Have a great day and see you next time.